Hello everyone, this is Austin from American Demon Comics. I wanted to do a little recording. I like to stream when I'm doing. I like to stream, but nobody really pays attention to streams, so I'm just gonna make this kind of like a video specifically meant for YouTube, and one where I can talk a little bit and probably get people to pay a little bit more attention. So what I'm doing is, I think the eyes are just a smidgen too big. So I'm taking them with the lasso tool, and I press Control T, take control of them. I'm making them a little bit smaller. Something like that. I like that a little bit better. I'm going to make another layer, and what I'm going to do with this layer is kind of test out and see where her center of her face is, because I didn't really go through a construction. And that's about right. Maybe her eyes need to be lower. So I'm going to go back on to the original layer. Take my lasso tool and send her up her mouth just a little bit more. And it's not super necessary, but I'm trying to give it a little bit more natural of a look, because when I looked at it on Twitter when I posted it, it didn't look right. Something about it didn't look right, and it doesn't look right on my streaming program, where I can see I can see my camera. It doesn't quite look right. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take control of this whole thing on the opposite layer. I'm going to hide this layer that I made. Okay, I'm on layer 6. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to flip horizontal and see what that kind of looks like. And so what I'm going to do is try and fix it from this angle and see if that will match up with the other one. So right off the bat, I can tell she's kind of leaning a little bit too much. So I'm going to straighten out that part of her neck. I've got my brush now. I'm going to up. Oops. Well, shit. I can't see the little emblem that you get when you on the cursor. It usually expands to kind of indicate that the brush is getting bigger, and I can't see that. Drawn with gray. Go back to black. Brush. So I'm just kind of filling out where her head I'm going to try and like kind of, excuse me, got some hiccups going on. I'm going to try and indicate hair behind her head. But I think we can kind of go to eraser. And again, I still can't see the little cursor indicator of how big my eraser is. We want to kind of give an idea of where her some other features are to kind of better establish her head. Let me look at this. This looks better. I think this looks better. And what I'm going to do is flip it back. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to maintain this angle because it's kind of a rule. She was looking from that direction already in all of her panels. And then to have her looking instead of this way, I flip her and she'll be kind of looking that way. So I might just completely redraw what I've got here, because it wasn't meant to be looking from that direction. It was meant to be looking straight on, but the way that I kind of built her head, it doesn't really work that way. Let me look at something. So her hair is the main thing that you can notice when you flip her. So if I can keep her hair out of the flip, maybe we'll kind of build it from there. I can do it. I'm going to cut so I put that on a different layer than the main inking layer. I'm going to take her hair. What the heck? Oh, duh. I'm still on that new layer that I made. There we go. Now I'm back on that layer. So that makes her head too short. But I do have the bangs as point of reference. So I might have to go to that other layer. I want to put this on a new layer, but it's not cooperating with me here. That's fine. That on top. Throw that opacity down. Throw that opacity down. Okay, you want a completely new layer. Do this all over again. It's just the way it is sometimes. What I'm going to do is pull the mouth from this layer. I'm going to re-up all those lines. Take control there. And layer via cut, yeah. And I believe that's the new lines. That's went there, okay. So I'm going to combine those layers. Now they're together. Now there's the necessary lines. So all I gotta do is maybe kind of go back and go on to layer 9 and make the opacity kind of low. And kind of just put in these marks that I didn't get before. And make sure you're on the right layer. Okay, so I'm going to hide these, this opacity layer. Okay, that's a separate layer. Okay, so this is our main layer right here. What I'm going to do is move. I'm going to be on layer, this is, no, I'm going to be on layer 6. That's where all the important stuff is. I'm going to move move it down. And I've got this separate piece on layer 7. Move it down as well, try and line it up. Okay, this is all on layer 10, which is perfect. What I'm going to do is select all of it, and it's going to all move down as well, out of the way from those other drawings. Okay, now I'm going to hide it. I'm going to bring back this layer 9. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff. So there's a bunch of, so what you do is you just have to keep up with your layers. If you can keep up with your layers, you can do so much to edit and to make things look better. So now I just got to turn back on layer 10, and this is the panel. This is a panel I want. Not a lot of stray marks, so I can get rid of this one here. It's layer 10. And once I'm satisfied, I can add it. I can still edit it on the other layer. This is just kind of touching it up anyways. So the main point is I can, let me look at these layers. Okay, the opacity is still down on the main layers. And it'd be easier if you name them. So if you're not, if you need practice doing this, name them. Okay, that's on layer 7. We're going to keep that on layer 7. What's this? Layer 8. Layer 8 was something else. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay. And delete layer 8. Don't need it. Layer 9. It's not doing anything important. I'm going to delete it. Now layer 6 and layer 6 is the main layer. Layer 10 is the edited panel that I want. They're both on 100 opacity. So I'm just going to select both of them, Control E. Now they're combined. They're all on the same layer. And then I'm going to continue from there. And thanks for joining me.